I tried making money with AI for 24 hours. I did not expect this. Every single day my feeds are flooded with gurus and so-called experts screaming about how artificial intelligence is the new gold rush, a magic button that prints cash while you sleep. They flash screenshots of massive bank accounts and promise you can quit your job tomorrow if you just buy their course. But here's the thing, most of it is just noise. It's talk. I'm about action execution, seeing what's real and what's complete garbage. So, I decided to cut through the hype and run a simple, no-fluff experiment. This test matters. It matters because the world is changing at a pace we've never seen before. And if you're not paying attention, you're going to be left behind. But paying attention doesn't mean believing every headline. It means getting your hands dirty and finding out for yourself what actually works. I wanted to see if a normal person with zero coding skills and just a little bit of hustle could genuinely turn AI tools into actual tangible dollars in a single day. No fancy tricks, no big budget, just a straightforward test to find the ground truth. This is about practicality over theory, every single time. The goal wasn't to become a millionaire overnight. That narrative is tired and frankly, it's a lie. The goal was to validate a simple thesis. Can AI accelerate the process from idea to income? Can it take the friction out of the initial steps of entrepreneurship? I set the clock for 24 hours and gave myself a strict rule. The total time I spent actively working on this project had to be under 1 hour. This constraint was crucial. The entire point of leveraging AI is speed and efficiency. If it took me 8 hours of grinding, then it's just another job, not an advantage. So, here's the proof first, right up front, because I don't believe in making you wait. After 24 hours, my little experiment generated a grand total of $37. It's not a life-changing number, and it won't get me a new jet, but it's not zero either. To keep this experiment clean and repeatable, I chose a simple 3-part toolkit that anyone can access right now. There's no secret sauce or exclusive access here. It's all about using readily available platforms. First on the list was ChatGPT. I treated it as my brainstorming partner, my intern for ideation. Its job was to spitball ideas and generate the raw text I needed. Product concepts, marketing copy. I needed it to be fast and effective, giving me the raw materials without hours, staring at a blank page, overthinking everything. The key was to use it for speed, not perfection. The second tool was Canva and its built-in AI. Design can be a massive bottleneck. Perfect logo, beautiful graphic. Canva's AI tools crush that friction. Create simple, commercially viable designs in minutes, not hours. Templates, AI image generators, text effect generators, good enough to sell. Not a design award. Get to market fast. The third piece was a popular freelancing and print-on-demand marketplace. This was my distribution channel. A great idea means nothing if nobody sees it. Build my own website, drive my own traffic, handle my own payments, that takes weeks. Instead, plug into a platform with millions of buyers. Leverage their ecosystem, visibility, transaction, delivery. Focus on creation and listing. So the method, ChatGPT for ideas and text, Canva AI for quick designs, marketplace to sell. Product, digital prints with catchy motivational phrases. Buy, download, print. No physical inventory. The clock started. I opened up ChatGPT and got straight to the point. I didn't mess around with pleasantries. My prompt was direct. Give me 20 short motivational quotes that would be popular as printable wall art. Focus on themes of entrepreneurship, hustle, ambition. Within about 30 seconds I had a list. I scanned through it, picked 5 phrases that felt punchy and marketable, and then asked a follow-up. Now write a simple 100-word product description and 5 SEO-friendly tags for each of these quotes. In less than 5 minutes, my entire content strategy was done. The ideas, the titles, and the descriptions were all ready to go. Next, I jumped over to Canva. This is where the clock was really ticking for me. I refused to spend more than 10 minutes per design. I opened a new template for a standard A4-sized poster. For each of the 5 quotes, I picked a bold, clean font and a simple color palette. I used Canva's AI style tools to add a bit of texture or a subtle gradient, just to make them look a little more polished than plain text. I didn't draw anything. I didn't import complex graphics. I used stock elements and AI-generated effects exclusively. Each design was finished in about 6 to 8 minutes. The total design time for all 5 products was just under 40 minutes. With the design saved as high-resolution PNG files and the text from ChatGPT copied to my clipboard, I moved to the final step, the marketplace. I created a new seller account and started listing the items. Upload the design image, copy and paste the title from ChatGPT, copy and paste the description, add the tags, set the price. I priced each digital download at a competitive but fair price point, aiming for volume over high margins. Listing all 5 products took another 15 minutes, and that was it. The work was done. My total active work time clocked in at just under 1 hour. Seriously. Around 5 minutes for ideation with ChatGPT. Section 4, the big reveal, real dollars, the surprising twist. For the next 24 hours, I intentionally did nothing. I checked the sales dashboard only twice, once in the evening, once the next morning, just to see if there was any activity. The temptation to tweak, to promote, to do something is always there, but for the integrity of this test, I had to resist. The whole point was to measure the baseline. What happens when you just let the system work? What is the raw power of combining good enough AI content with a high-traffic platform? The waiting is always the hardest part, but it's where you find the most honest answers. When the 24-hour mark finally hit, I logged in for the final result. The dashboard showed a handful of sales. A few people, total strangers from somewhere on the internet, had seen one of my AI-assisted designs and decided to pull out their credit cards and buy it. The final tally was clear and undeniable: $37. It was a small amount, but it was profoundly significant. It was proof. It was a signal in a world full of noise. It demonstrated that the path from a blank slate to a revenue-generating asset can be compressed into an incredibly short amount of time with the right tools. But here's the real twist. The part that truly made me sit back and think. It wasn't the $37. The twist was the context of that $37. I had generated that revenue with less than 1 hour of focused work. Let that sink in. Less than 60 minutes of actual effort. When you calculate the return on time invested, the picture changes dramatically. It wasn't about making $37 in a day, it was about building a small automated asset that generated $37 while I was busy doing other things. That's a powerful shift in perspective. It's not about trading time for money, it's pointing sanowa. It's about trading a small amount of time for a potential stream of money. This result surprised me, not because of the amount but because of the efficiency. I genuinely expected to make $0. I went into this assuming it would be a complete bust, another overhyped tech trend that failed to deliver in the real world. The fact that it worked, even on this small scale, was the ultimate surprise. It proved that the barrier to entry for creating and selling a digital product has been lowered to almost nothing. You no longer need to be a designer, a writer, or a web developer to get in the game. You just need a bit of curiosity and the willingness to execute. Section 5, Abin Mine, or Destur. The takeaway. It's not a fortune, it's a starting line. So, what did I really learn from this? The most important lesson is that AI tools are incredible accelerators. They are not magic wands that will make you rich, but they are powerful levers that can multiply your effort. The process of going from an idea to a live product for sale used to take days, or even weeks. Research, write, design, and build. AI collapsed that entire timeline into under an hour. This speed is the true superpower. Run more tests, launch more products, learn from the market. It's about volume and velocity. You won't get rich in 24 hours. Let's be crystal clear about that. The $37 I made is not a lottery ticket, but it's a starting line. It's a proof of concept. The real opportunity isn't in a one-off experiment, it's in what you do next. How do you scale this? You take the winning designs and create variations. You test different platforms. You experiment with new product ideas from ChatGPT. Maybe you spend a small amount on ads, turn $5 into $15 profit. The initial sale is just data. It's the first signal telling you where to dig. The reason this simple test worked comes down to a 3-part formula. Market fit ideas, rapid creation, existing distribution. ChatGPT provided ideas aligned with searches. Canva's AI allowed rapid production of good enough assets. The marketplace provided the eyeballs. When you combine these 3 elements, you create a lean, mean, product launching machine. This is the modern entrepreneurial playbook in its rawest form. My final message to you is this: stop watching and start doing. Stop consuming endless videos about making money. Spend 1 hour actually trying to make some. Don't overthink it. Keep it simple. Use the tools that are available to you right now. Your goal shouldn't be to make $1,000 on your first try. Your goal should be to make $1. That $1 is the most important one you'll ever make, because it proves your model works. If you want me to test more of these AI money-making methods, drop a comment and tell me which tools to try next. Now go execute.